Okay, this is the junk pile in the backyard, and the video I uploaded yesterday, you can't really see anything, but you can hear Cuffy telling Glenn that this is all my fault for calling the Board of Health. In reality, nothing in this junk pile is mine. The Board of Health doesn't care if there's a mountain of junk back here. It's not in their report. They never wrote anything or said anything about that. This is all stuff that's just made up by the drunk. I don't know if it's from drinking, but the drunk is delusional as hell, and he just hates me for no reason or whatever, blaming everything on me. So all of this stuff here, this thing's rotted out in the bottom. It's gotta go. I don't know why somebody put logs in there. No one's gonna use it. These are junk chairs from the this one's from the kitchen. This one's from the neighbors. Now look underneath the top. I'll show you the junk here. Okay, this box spring and mattress. This is Glenn's stuff. I'm sure he won't deny that. These old shades are from the neighbor. That little red cart thing is from the neighbor. She found it on the side of the road, took it home. This thing's from the neighbor. I don't know where that mat came from. These rugs, this rug is from the small room. This one here. This rug's from the neighbor. I don't know where that towel came from. This chair pad here is from the chair in the kitchen. There's an old toaster oven under here. I don't know where that came from, but this is all everybody else's junk. None of it's mine. Put that tarp down over it. There we go. All this shit. So the drunk was saying, "It's from that asshole," because he got a call from the landlord. The landlord was pissed. The reason why the landlord was pissed is because Glenn said he would take care of it a month ago and he never did. The town charges extra for the mattresses, like $25 or something. So that's probably $50 to take that crap away. None of it's mine. Oh yeah, and Cuffy was saying, "Get it from him! Get it from that asshole! Why are you gonna charge me? None of this stuff is my junk. He wants me to pay for other people's garbage." So this is the crap that I deal with every day. It's ridiculous. I just want to document this here. Now the video I made August 25th when the police showed up when the neighbors were fighting, a police officer asked me if I'm recording what's going on there. I said yes, and it's for my own protection. And it might have sounded like an excuse or funny at the time, but it's really not, because, you know, if they want to take me to court, I pay for other people's junk. I'll have all this stuff documented on video that none of it's mine, and so, you know, I am getting blamed for all this crap, and it's not mine. You know, the landlord's not pissed because of me, and he's not pissed because the Board of Health said something about this, because the Board of Health has nothing to say about this. It has nothing to do with that. So this is what I deal with every day, getting blamed for shit like this that I didn't do. So I just wanted to document this. You know, some other claims inside the house I'll show you. Okay, so here's the living room, and one of the things the drunkard was saying was that when his crackhead friend painted the ceilings, so there's no paint chips coming down, there's fresh paint in the ceiling, fresh paint in the walls. He said that makes it livable. Well, the Board of Health doesn't care if the walls look pretty or if there's paint chips in the ceiling. They saw the ceiling in my room and didn't put that in their report. And having the walls painted a different color doesn't make it a health hazard. That's ridiculous. And well, the real issue is these broken windows here. You see this? This is all broken. This big gap here. So in the wintertime, if it's minus 10 degrees outside, it's minus 10 degrees inside. This is all one big hole. The cold air blows right in here. He didn't have anything to say about that. This is actually a real health issue here. But he thinks that's okay. It's not. Board of Health doesn't care what color the ceiling and walls are. It's ridiculous. Here's a new doorknob we got. He actually glued this back together. Here's where it was broken. Right here. It's all glued back together. There's a latching mechanism here. This thing's kind of a piece of junk, but here's the latch. So this piece of wood was glued in, tacked in here. It's already broken. There's more glue stuffed in there. It's better than it was. That's while he was fixing this, he was having a temper fit. What's going on in here?
What the fuck do you think?
He's having a temper fit that the place is actually decent instead of a broken down crack shack, which is the way he likes it. He just wants the walls to look pretty. Look, they're yellow. So the deadbolt was taken off of here. The deadbolt used to be here, so we have a doorknob now here. He's claiming that this is a deadbolt. It's not really a deadbolt, because the lock is on the outside of the door. It's screwed in here. Things falling apart before too. So here's my room again. Look, the ceiling. Okay. The Board of Health saw all this stuff. Paint coming off the ceiling. They have nothing to say about this. They said this isn't a health hazard, so it has nothing to do with painting the ceiling. It's ridiculous. Or scraping the wallpaper off. They don't care about that stuff. I just want to show this bathroom window one more time, get a good picture of it. Here's a shade that Crackhead put up he found on the side of the road. Look at this. Now, so you gotta put this string all like that. Wrap it around there. That's not right. I want to get a good picture here. Look at this window. See that? It's totally rotted and broken out. See that? It's totally broken. So if it's 10 degrees outside, it's 10 degrees inside. No heat. Broken windows everywhere. That's a health hazard. So again, here's the door that the Crackhead smashed in.
Now, prick!
Oh, shit!
I'll tell you.
And the drunkard, Cuffy, wouldn't give a shit if there was no door in my room for months or for forever. A couple of my buddies came over with some tools and things, and we took the closet door off of here and put it over here and cut a 1/2 inch off the bottom to make it fit, bolted it in here. But you know, it's a private space. If there was no door on there, you know, that could be hazardous with all the deranged crackhead freaks coming in here that Cuffy loves. But so Board of Health is for health hazards, not to make the walls look pretty or to paint the ceiling, make that look pretty. That's not what they're for. So sorry if you can't follow the drunkard logic. Nobody else can either. I think Glenn just doesn't acknowledge it. He just says what he wants. But at least when Glenn has a temper fit, later on he realizes where he went wrong and he'll apologize. So his character is a notch above Cuffy's. Cuffy just comes up with all this imaginary crap to have temper fits and blame me for stuff that I didn't do. So I didn't do any of this. I didn't do that junk pile out back, but Cuffy's saying, he did it, make him pay for it. The landlord's pissed, it's because of him. None of that shit's mine. It's Glenn and Cuffy's and the ladies downstairs. Not one thing in that pile's mine. And as for the common areas, you know, I made the mistake of donating equipment and things, furniture and things, which all got destroyed. I have a router that I donated to the living room for the wireless internet and gigabit ports and everything. But Glenn was playing with the electricity stuff, so it got hit with a bunch of power surges and destroyed. I'll see if I can find that now. Well, I dug through my boxes and I could not find the router that was destroyed from Glenn causing hundreds of power surges and hitting the breaker and causing power spikes. But it was a D-Link brand DIR 655 model router. I paid $75 for it. That was ruined. I had an air conditioner in the living room. I paid $80 for the air conditioner. That got destroyed. And this cabinet thing was in very good condition when I got it. And the crackhead got paint speckles all over it because he can't do anything the right way. Fucking retarded crackhead. See, there's a paint shit all over here. This is ruined now. I'm not sure if this was a real antique or a remake, but this thing was pretty nice. I like it. You know? Has some instruments on there. Look at this old handle. Some shelves inside. It looks pretty nice, you know. And now it's all banged up, chips in it, top's all messed up. Look at this paint on the side. You know, if you're gonna paint, usually block off things or cover up things you don't want to get paint all over. It's got paint spattered all over it. So I don't know. This is a real insult to me. This thing was pretty nice. So let's see, this $80 for the air conditioner, $70 for the router. Whatever this thing's worth is totally destroyed. Cause I've never seen $1 for any of that shit that these scumbag roommates destroyed. And here they are blaming me for shit I didn't do, like the junk pile out back with Glenn's mattresses and the ladies' rugs and crap in there. And then Cuffy wants me to pay for it. Like an idiot. He's telling Glenn, oh, you know, you made this place livable, presentable. That's not what the Board of Health is for. There's nothing to do with it. Board of Health saw this stuff. They didn't say, oh, someone has to paint my ceiling. It's ridiculous. So I don't know if he's drinking too much or the guy just isn't mentally okay. I'm sick of it. It's Cuffy the Drunk's bicycle that the crackhead stole from outside the Happy Swallow. The red and white GT Aggressor. Oh yeah, it's okay to steal shit though in this house. Can't study though. Get screamed at for that. And one more thing about this junk pile. Glenn admitted to Cuffy 3 times that it was his fault. Glenn's fault. So Glenn told him 3 times it was his fault. And Cuffy's still blaming it on me, saying it's all because of that asshole. He's gotta go, make him pay for it, blah blah blah. So, guy's not okay. Just something's not right about him. He has temper fits about imaginary garbage. Even when somebody tells him what the real story is, he doesn't sink in. So something's totally wrong. And it's a nightmare living here with these scumbag roommates. The landlord's goes along with the imaginary gibberish, unfortunately. It doesn't seem to have sense to listen to what's really going on. Okay, this is the lady downstairs, 14A. It's a mailbox. Okay, this apartment right here. Now the crackhead stole the wind chimes and threw them in the garbage can, and she blamed me for that. And the crackhead broke into her apartment, stole her computer. She banged on my door screaming at me saying I did it. My friend told her that the crackhead did it, and miraculously she realized that was right. Because when the police took the crackhead away, Glenn was cleaning out the room, and Cuffy went in there and took the computer under the bed and put it in the basement. Then a week later she found it in the basement. That's when she came screaming at me, banging on my door. But it's just absolutely ridiculous. These roommates doing this stuff. As you see from a video yesterday, the day before, Cuffy was out in the front yard over here talking to the lady downstairs and the druggie next door, and feeding her more of this imaginary gibberish bullshit. And obviously she's too dumb and retarded to realize that it's all bullshit, so she was down there slamming doors again yesterday. She's gonna be pissed at me again because Cuffy fed her a bunch of crap after she got robbed by him and the crackhead. She's still gonna believe their bullshit. So dumb.